Hi friends, I am back with a candle haul from one of my favorite candle brands, that would be HOMEWORX. If you are interested in seeing what I picked up recently from a couple of recent sales, keep watching. This is my absolute favorite time of year to burn candles. Home fragrance in the fall and winter is totally my jam. I love the scent memories that come with all of the gourmands and the pumpkin and the apple, and then we transition into more woody and tree notes, and then the cinnamon. I love it all. I am here for all of it. So when HOMEWORX had a recent sale, or let's be honest, they've run quite a few recent sales, I decided to partake because why not? That's what I'm here for. So all of the candles today, I think I have only burned, no, I've burned a couple of these ones already. So I'm going to reserve my thoughts about like what they smell like burning for individual candle reviews. Make sure you're following me over on Instagram, because lately, to be honest with you, my life has been very busy, hence why I just haven't had a lot of uploads here on YouTube. But I do find it a little bit easier sometimes to get a quick candle review up on my Instagram account. So make sure that you're following me over there if you're looking for specific candle reviews, wanting to know how they burn and perform, because as much as I would love to get on here and upload that to YouTube all the time, I just don't always have the time to do that. So make sure you're following me over there. All right, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into what I have picked up recently. I'm going to go ahead and start off with a scent that is new to the HOMEWORX lineup, and so therefore it's also new to me. I have not burned this one at all yet, but this is Glazed Honey Graham. Now, I have heard that this has been described as smelling like a honey graham cracker, right? You think like honey made, you know, what you put with s'mores, and quite frankly, have you ever had it with applesauce? That's really good too. The scent notes on this are golden honey, rich caramel, graham cracker, and vanilla bean. I forgot to take off the little thing here. This does, on cold sniff, this smells exactly like a graham cracker. You smell that honey, there's like a warmth that comes with this. Ooh, I really like that. That smells really, really good. Ooh, I'm interested to see how this one warms up when I light it up. All of these candles, with the exception of one, are the 4-wick 18 ounce. This lid is kind of that new lid, and I'm sorry, that's probably going to reflect and be too bright for you. But this is the standard 4-wick version. These wicks look to be, you know, a little bit sturdier than maybe some of the spring releases, but I don't know, we'll know once we burn them. But this one smells really good. There's nothing like overly fall-like. I feel like this would be a good mixer candle, one that you can mix with other fragrances. Like I'm thinking, ooh, I might blend it with another one that I have coming up later. But I really like this one. If you like gourmands, this would probably be a good one to test out. The next candle that I'm going to show you is actually a repurchase. I have already burned through 2 of these, and I picked up another one because I love the scent that much. And that is Golden Harvest. Now this one, I have already described this. I'll go ahead and stick my nose in it, but I know what it smells like, and I'll tell you. Oh, this one on cold sniff is different than when it is burning. So the scent notes on this one are crisp apple, juicy pear, cinnamon, nutmeg, brown sugar. This one, to my nose, when it is burning, is like a lighter version of Leaves from Bath & Body Works. So if you like that fragrance, but you might find it to be a little bit overwhelming, like it's too strong for you, or maybe it's you don't really care for the performance of Bath & Body Works candles like me, I just have not had very good luck with them lately. This is a great alternative. Now this candle, I believe right now, a lot of people are finding it at places like Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. So if you happen to see it there for, I think the price point is around $17. If you happen to get it or see it in stock there and you like the scent that I just described, I would go ahead and pick it up. The only caveat I'm going to say is that I already had 2 of these candles. I burned through both of them. One candle performed beautifully for me. The other one, I had some major wick issues so badly that I ended up having to like cut out the wax and put it in another jar and then put it into my, what is that, the candle crock over there. But I love the scent enough that I was willing to take another risk on it, especially on a good sale. I thought, why not? Going back to a gourmand scent and a new one that was released this year. This is Harvest Donut. And this smells pretty good. I like this one. Now the scent notes on this are fresh pumpkin, donut accord, ginger, and clove. On cold sniff, what I do pick up, and I know that Melanie said this in her review as well, this smells like a cousin to hot cider donut or sugared beignets. So if you have smelled either one of those fragrances from HOMEWORX, I believe that you will like this one. Now on cold, I'm not really sure I pick up any of the pumpkin. To be honest with you, this smells very similar to me. It's not as strong cinnamon or bakery note as, it doesn't smell as strong to me as like hot cider donut does on cold. It reminds me a little bit more of sugared beignets. Now when I light this one up, we'll see if more of that pumpkin note comes out, but right now my nose doesn't really detect pumpkin. It doesn't smell the same to me as those other two candles that I mentioned, but it seems like it's a cousin. I'm having a really hard time explaining this on cold sniff. I like it. I like it a lot because I actually really love those scents too. So this isn't a regret or anything. I'm actually excited to light this one up and see what I get from it. Another candle that I picked up from TJ Maxx is the Toasted Vanilla Pumpkin. Now, I have already burned through an entire one of these already. This is formerly known as Amaretto Pumpkin, if you are familiar with the HOMEWORX lineup or if you've been with HOMEWORX for quite a few years. That is what this scent is. It's just a repackage of it. The scent notes on this are vanilla cream, spiced pumpkin, cardamom, and tonka bean. I definitely smell that vanilla in here and the pumpkin. Oh, I really, really like this one. Cardamom, tonka bean. I honestly have never smelled a tonka bean, but I think that this blends kind of, I'm having a hard time with my words here. Almost not an earthiness, but it keeps the scent from getting almost too cloying. Because I could see this one, honestly, I burn this one usually with another candle that I just picked up here because I find that if I burn two of these candles in my house, it gets to be too strong for me. Like it's almost borderline cloying for me. But this one does give a warmth to the home and I really enjoy it. I'm glad that I picked up two of them. So this is a scent that I really like. Again, I'm not sure if this one is available on the homeworx.shop website. I do believe that this one might now only be found in stores like TJ Maxx, Marshalls. So if you are having any success finding them there, good for you. They've been pretty limited in my local stores, which has been a bummer, but I don't know. If you can find it, I would recommend it. And this one seems to have the old school lid on it too. I don't want to blind you guys, but like some of these newer HOMEWORX ones that I've picked up, the lids are different. So like this one's a lighter one. This one is that standard chrome lid. I know that some people have made a bigger deal about that than others, and I'm not saying anybody's right, wrong, or whatnot. I personally am indifferent to it since I don't really keep the lids anyways, but I just wanted to point out that packaging difference if that is something that concerns you. I went ahead and picked up a 3-wick from Marshalls while I was there, and this is the Chestnuts Roasting. It's been a while since I have tried this format of the HOMEWORX candles, so if you haven't seen them, these are 3 wicks. They are only, let's see, this candle, what is the size of this candle? It's a 14-ounce candle. This one is an 18-ounce candle. Now, I believe it was it Joshua from Touch the Fire Twice? I think he may have pointed out that there's really a 4-ounce difference between these two different types of packaging styles. So this one I was able to pick up for $13 at TJ Maxx. I also see that this size of candle goes frequently on sale, like 2 for $20 on the homeworx.shop website. So if you're looking for a candle that could fill a smaller room, maybe like a bedroom or a bathroom or maybe a smaller dining room or something like that, you might want to give this format a chance because while the general area where the wax can pull out is smaller, I feel like these are perfect for smaller sized rooms. So that's why I picked this one up, honestly, was to try it out in my guest bathroom to see maybe how it would throw. But the scent notes on this one, do they have it listed? It said roasted chestnuts, brown butter, nutmeg, and smoked cedarwood. This is nice. I've never smelled this before. It smells slightly, I don't want to say perfumey to me, but I think chestnut does kind of come off very strong initially. I do like the scent of chestnuts, of chestnut candles, but I can't have too much of them. So that's why I decided to just go with this in a smaller format, because I didn't want it to be overwhelming. But I like this one. I'm curious to see how it burns. This one honestly will be one that I probably burn more towards November, because I'm still more into apples and pumpkins throughout September and going into October. But I'm curious to see this one, and I like the lid on this one. It's still that like wooden lid that you can repurpose as a coaster if you'd like to. And then also, worst case scenario, if this one doesn't perform well on burn, I can always fit it into my candle crock. So that's also an additional benefit if you're looking at purchasing these types of candles. Since I'm on the Marshalls TJ Maxx bandwagon here, I will just go ahead and say the final candle that I know that has been spotted at several of those stores is Farmstand Pumpkin. Now, this one is scent notes of pumpkin puree, nutmeg, cinnamon stick, sugared tonka bean. Now, I have already burned one of these already. I'm almost finished with it. And I like this scent. You know what? It's funny. This scent is another one that I've actually found this year with all of the pumpkin scents that I've burned. I have enjoyed mixing them, or like having one in one room and then the other one in like another scent in another room. So for example, that toasted vanilla pumpkin, sometimes I'll burn that in my living room and then burn this one in my bedroom, or vice versa. But I actually find that if I burn two of the same, I don't know what it is. I don't know if my scent preferences have just changed over time, but I almost find some of these pumpkin scents to be borderline cloying for me. Like, I can only burn them for about 2 hours and then I have to blow them out because they're getting a little too strong for me. But I do like this scent. This is a good scent. I feel like if you like the vein of, like, say, pumpkin carving, it used to be known, what was the other one? I think it was priorly known as pumpkin patch at Bath and Body Works. This is in that vein. It's that pumpkin, but there's a little bit of spiciness from the cinnamon stick and the nutmeg. There's not a creaminess. I wouldn't say creamy. The next candle that I'm going to talk about, there's a creaminess to that, but I wouldn't say creaminess to this. There's a spiciness to this, but then the pumpkin puree actually blends an earthiness to balance it out. I really enjoy this one, so I am glad to have another one to burn, because like I said, I've already burned through one and we're not even into October yet, which is unusual for me. A candle that I hauled, this one was probably part of like an earlier haul, but I wanted to just talk about it here because it is a new release from the HOMEWORX lineup this year, and it is the Harvest Bake Shop. Now, these scent notes are creamy pumpkin, crushed gingerbread, sugared molasses, and whipped buttercream. This is the candle that I was just talking about, that yes, there's definitely more of a creamy note to this. This is not earthy pumpkin. This is very much bake shop, creamy. There's spices in here, that gingerbread, but it's not overly gingery. So if that note scares you off, don't let it. This is a beautiful scent upon burning. This too, I typically will not burn two of the same scent though, because like I just said, I think it's my nose this year. My nose has been so weird. To be honest with you, I don't even want to say the word, but like post virus encounter, if you had your sense of taste and smell affected by that, I know that for me, I'm not the only one saying this. I know that a lot of people are saying that, wow, I used to really enjoy XYZ scent, and now for whatever reason it smells different to me. And I noticed that in the spring and summer with strawberry scents, I just really was not feeling berry scents. And the odd thing is that I feel like I'm experiencing that now with pumpkin this season. I've always enjoyed pumpkin scents, but for whatever reason this season I'm finding that they're almost, I don't know, I'm just not enjoying them as much. Anyways, back on the train here. I do like this one, but again, it's one that I typically will blow out after about 2.5 hours and look for something else, because otherwise it's too much for me. But I do like the scent, and I would recommend it if you are somebody that likes those gourmands, the warmth that that brings to the home. This one actually, upon burn, there was a scent, and I know Harry hates being compared to like Bath and Body Works candles, but I also know that for most of us, that's an easy comparison to make because they're easy to go in and actually smell in store, and quite a few of us are familiar with that. I believe that there was a candle, I don't know if they still have it. I remember I got one a few years ago from them called like Creamy Pumpkin or something, like Creamy White Pumpkin, creamy. It was like a creamy pumpkin. And this one actually reminds me a lot of that. The Harvest Bake Shop reminds me a lot of that scent. So if you like that, then you will more than likely like this one. All right, this is a scent that is completely new to my lineup. It is not new to the HOMEWORX lineup, however. This is a beloved classic that Harry brought back 2 weeks ago now, and I'm surprised that it's still in stock, because I thought my friend Melanie would have bought all of them out by now. I'm just kidding, but she has made no secret that she loves this one, and because she and I have similar taste in the candles that we like, I thought, okay, I'm gonna pick it up, and I was very good, and I only picked up one when it was released. But to be honest with you, now that I smell it, I'm like, ooh, I wish I would have picked up another one, and maybe I will further on down the line. But this is Berry Pumpkin Waffles. Now the scent notes on this are blueberry, pumpkin, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, and vanilla bean. You gotta pull off this. This smells, and I agree with this comparison. I think Brett, Philly Candleman, says the same thing. This smells like Captain Crunch berries to me. On cold sniff, it just does. I like it. I like the smell of it. It doesn't necessarily scream fall to me, because like I said, fall in my mind is heavy gourmands and pumpkin and apple and all of that kind of stuff. I don't necessarily think berries, like blueberry or anything like that. So it's an interesting combination of scents. I actually would burn this one like in the spring or something like that, but there is a warmth to this. The spices give a nice warmth to this, because it's not a berry scent like a fresh berry. It's very much like in the realm of a gourmand. Let's see, blueberry for sure. I do smell some of that blueberry. Pumpkin, not really sure, but I do smell the cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg and vanilla, like that gourmand sense that it brings to it. I'm interested to smell this one when it's lit. This smells like a very good morning candle to have, because maybe it reminds me of a breakfast cereal, but I'm curious about this one. I love the packaging on it. That's very pretty, even though there's, what is that, raspberries on there, and it doesn't make note of raspberries on there, but very excited to burn this one. Another candle that HOMEWORX brought back, which I was really happy to see brought back, is a candle that was initially, I believe, part of a QVC TSV trio, not last year, but I believe it was in 2020 or 2019. Let me know if you guys recall that down in the comment box down below. All I know is that I do remember having this candle, and I really liked it initially. It was one of those candles that when it came as part of the trio, I was like, I don't really know if I like this. And then when I burned it, I was like, oh yes, I do like this one. So the candle that I am talking about is HOMEWORX Scarlet Woods. Now look at this label. This label is beautiful. It's like they almost use the same like woodsy type of design for pumpkin woods, autumn pine cone, what's another one? Vanilla woods. Like we all get this wraparound of this, and you think like, oh, it's nothing, whatever, you know? But then when the candle is lit, and as the wax dissipates and it goes further down, when this lights up, it is gorgeous. I'm just adding this side note. It's something that I've actually really come to appreciate in some of these quote unquote like more woodsy type of candles, the label on it. The label this year, I feel like all of the labels this year, to be honest with you, I've actually paid attention to that a little bit more. I've never been somebody that does, but sorry for my rabbit trail there. I just wanted to say that this looks very beautiful when it's lit up. Now the scent notes on this one are scarlet red woods, I'm not sure what that means, cardamom, clove bud, and vanilla. Oh, this one is so good. That cardamom really sticks out to me. There's a woodiness and an earthiness to this. This is a perfect transitional candle, in my opinion, when you are tired of pumpkin and spice and you're ready to transition towards holiday scents, but you're not yet quite ready for full-blown tree, balsam, cypress, all that kind of stuff. You're not quite ready for that. This is a beautiful scent to burn late October, early November. I really, really like this one. I actually picked up 2 of these when they were on sale last week during the anniversary sale. And I'm excited to get burning these 2, but that'll probably be a little bit further on down the line. I got to get through some of these pumpkin scents. Let me know in the comment box down below if you have any of these candles in your collection. What has been your experience? Do you have your eye on any of these if you haven't purchased any of them? I would like to know. Don't forget that if you like this video to hit that thumbs up button, and if you would like to see more content from me or like to know when I upload new videos, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell, because it will let you know every time I upload a new video. I can't promise a set schedule on that because, like I said earlier, my life is really busy. If any of the candles that I showed you today can be purchased online, I will have those links listed in the description box down below, so make sure you check that out. If you want to hear my thoughts on some other HOMEWORX candles, make sure that you stick around till the end of this video, because YouTube should be suggesting some other videos for you to watch. I just want to say thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time here with me today. I really appreciate it. And until my next video, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.